Hello everyone and welcome back to channel GDC English. In today's video we are going to cover another series known as Target Pharma 360-degree series, which is our MCQ series. In this series we are going to continue with our questions related to our pharmacist and DI examinations preparations. Your pharmacist examinations like MRB, RRB Telangana, also your AIIMS, and your DI preparations like UPSC DI, which is your all over India examination. So yes, we are going to discuss the questions related to our pharmacist and DI examinations, which is based also upon the latest year questions, or we can say which is based on our previous year questions. Clear? So in today's session with me, you are going to discuss about human anatomy and physiology subject, and the topic for today's discussion is blood. Clear? This is the part 1 of this series. So let's start our session with our first question. Which of the following is incorrect? Blood is a connective tissue. Yes, obviously blood is a type of connective tissue. Blood is a type of connective tissue which is responsible for connecting your body from tip to toe. Right? Blood transports carbon dioxide from the lungs. No. Blood is not responsible for the transportation of carbon dioxide from the lungs. We can say blood transports only oxygen from lungs. Clear? So this will be the correct statement regarding second option. Third option is blood comprises plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets. Obviously, bloods have 4 main types of components named as plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets. So our incorrect statement is blood transports carbon dioxide from the lungs. As we all know, carbon dioxide is transported by our lungs outside our body. Clear? Okay. So this will be your correct answer. Next question. Which of the following are functions of the blood? Here we are having 3 options: transportation, temperature regulation and protection. Obviously, transportation means blood is responsible for the transportation of different types of nutrients, as well as they are responsible for the transportation of oxygen from lungs to different parts of tissues. Next, we have the second option, temperature regulation. Obviously, when the blood flows in a particular blood vessels, it applies a certain kind of pressure, which in return generates some amount of heat, which is responsible for the maintenance of the temperature in your body. Third option is protection. As we all know, our blood comprises of WBC, which is known as the fighter of our body. It is responsible for the protection of our body from different germs and viruses. So yes, all these 3 options are correct. Clear? So all are correct. Clear? Okay. Next question. Serum differs from blood plasma as it lacks. Serum. What is the difference between serum and blood? Have you ever seen, or I think in your daily uses also, you have used serum. Different kinds of serum are available. Have you seen that after applying or after taking out those serum in your hand or in the bottle itself, does they coagulate? No. They doesn't coagulate just because of they lack clotting factors. They are absent in your clotting factors. Clear? Also, your serum contains some proteins. Clear? It also contains your antibodies, but it doesn't contain your clotting factors. Okay? Good. Next question. All of the following statement are correct about red blood cells except red blood cells, RBCs. RBC carries oxygen from the lungs to all the cells of the body. Yes, obviously it carries oxygen from the lungs, especially the hemoglobin present in your RBCs is responsible for the transportation of your oxygen from your lungs to the different cells of your body. Second option, it contains a pigment called hemoglobin. Yes, it is also a type of protein and it imparts red color to your blood cells. Third option is RBCs are nucleated. No, this is totally wrong. This is totally wrong because a mature RBC doesn't contain any kind of nucleus. Clear? So this option number C is incorrect. Okay, clear? Next question. Granulocytes are of how many types? Okay, granulocytes means granules, means WBC when contains granules in its surface, it is known as granulocyte. A granulocyte is the term used when your RBCs lack your granules over the surface, that is your A granulocytes. So WBCs are further of 5 types, from which 3 types of WBCs contains your granulocyte. Clear? Next question. Most of the volume of normal human blood is composed of. Okay, so as we all know, human blood is composed of 4 parts of components, which is plasma, then we have our red blood cells, white blood cells, as well as platelets. But this plasma contains water, and water is present in an abundant amount. So we can say plasma is the factor or the component which is present in the maximum, or it covers the most volume of your human blood. Clear? Then the second is our RBCs. After plasma, RBCs are having most of the volume. Then we have WBCs and platelets. Clear? Okay. Next question. WBCs differ from RBCs by, okay, they are smaller in size, non-nucleated. Yes, this will be, I think, your wrong answer, because WBCs contains the nucleus. Whenever you have seen in, I think most of you have watched crime CIDs. Clear? Now, in there you can see they are testing, or with the strand of your hair, or we can say with your blood, they isolate the genetic information. But the one thing which should be noted is, as your RBC lacks, your mature RBC lacks your nucleus, it is not responsible for the detection of the genetics. WBC is responsible for the detection of genetics, as it contains nucleus in its cell. Clear? So this WBC is responsible for your DNA testing procedure. Okay. Colorless, yes, obviously WBCs are colorless in nature, but as well as smaller in size. I can say this will be the correct answer. Clear? Okay. See, as regarding the size, WBCs are larger than your RBCs. Next question. On what basis is the blood group classified? Okay. There are 4 different types of blood groups. One is your A, second we have is your B, next we have O, and last we have AB. So these are the 4 different blood groups. Now, how do we classify whether the person is having A blood group? If he is having B blood group, then this is your red blood cells. If this red blood cells contains A antigen in its surface, then your blood group is known as A. If in this RBC the surface contains B antigen, then the blood group is B. If in this RBC the WBC this RBC contains on its surface no antigen, 0 antigen, then the blood group is O. And if in this RBC, if we are having both A as well as B antigen, then the blood group is AB. So it depends on the antigen, and these antigen produces antibodies. So the this classification of blood group is dependent on the antigen present in the surface of RBC. Clear? Okay. Next question. How are mature and non-mature RBC distinguished? Okay. Mature RBC. Once our RBCs are fully matured, they lack nucleus. Clear? This is the main thing which we should know. And when the RBC is in the premature stage, it contains the nucleus, that is your genetic information. So see, mature RBCs are biconcave, yes, while non-mature RBCs are round, we can say. Next we have mature RBCs have mitochondria, no, This is totally wrong. Mature RBCs have nucleus? Never. Mature RBCs have hemoglobin, with non-mature RBCs do not have hemoglobin. So the thing is, in both of the condition we have hemoglobin present over there, but the correct answer will be option number A, as your mature RBCs are biconcave in shape as well as your non-mature RBCs are round in shape. Clear? Okay. Next question. Graveyard of RBC. After completing 120 days of its lifespan, the RBCs are now transported into your spleen, and over the spleen, the destruction process takes place. The last product, the byproduct of these RBCs are known as bilirubin, which is responsible for many things in your body. So correct answer is spleen, because spleen is the graveyard of your RBC. Next question. Which of the following is the functions of red blood cell? Okay. Transportation of carbon dioxide from the lungs? No, this is not the correct answer. Transport of oxygen from the tissues to the lungs? No. Obviously, the oxygen are transported from lungs to tissues, not from tissues to lungs. Buffering action in blood. Yes, obviously it is responsible for the maintenance of your pH, that is your buffering action. If there is too much increase in the quantity of your carbon dioxide, your pH will rise in the acidic condition. So yes, RBCs are responsible for the maintenance of your buffering action. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct about platelets? Platelets are known as leukocyte. No, this is wrong, because platelets are known as thrombocytes and leukocyte is the another name for your white blood cells. Platelets are nucleated. No, only WBC is the cellular component of blood that are nucleated. Platelets count. Maximum is for RBC, then for platelet, then WBC. So yes, this is the correct answer. In a blood, most of the volume is of RBC, then we have platelets, and at the last we have WBCs. Okay. Next question. Which blood corpuscles acts as soldiers? What are the functions of a soldier? The soldier has the responsibility to protect us. So yes, your leukocyte, also known as WBC, is responsible to fight against the infections. So they are known as the soldier of our body. Thrombocyte is known as the platelets. They are responsible for the clotting factor. Erythrocyte is known as the red blood cells. As well as your megakaryocyte is the cell which is responsible for the formation of your thrombocytes, which is known as platelets. Clear? So correct answer is leukocyte. Next question. Process of formation of blood corpuscles is called. We have hemolysis. Heme means blood. Lysis means breakdown. So obviously this is not the correct answer. Hemopoiesis. Whenever you get a term poiesis, it means generation or synthesis. So synthesis or generation of heme means blood. Hemostasis. Heme means blood, stasis means static condition. Next we have hemostasis. Clear? Okay, this homeostasis is the static condition, means equilibrium condition of your complete body. Clear? So correct answer will be hemopoiesis, which is known as formation of blood corpuscles. Next, what is the lifespan of platelets? Okay, the lifespan of platelets is up to your 8 to 11 days. How many days? That is 8 to 11 days. Next question. Which leukocytes release heparin and histamine into the blood? Okay, heparin and histamines are responsible for your allergic conditions. And in the option you can see we have our basophils. Clear? We have basophils which are responsible for the release of histamine and in your blood. Clear? Next question. Irregular nuclei are seen. These are the types of white blood cells, and the irregular nuclei are always seen in your neutrophil. As in your explanation you can see we have different types of white blood cells. Clear? Okay. Next question. On what basis is the blood group classified? So as I informed earlier, on the basis of the presence of antigen on your RBC surface, and also your antigen produces antibody against them, they both are responsible for the classification of your blood group. So correct answer will be antigen and antibody. Next we have, which blood type is a universal donor? Okay, so this will be the question for you. You have to comment me the answer in the comment box, that which blood group will be your universal donor. We have two types of blood group. One is your O and second one is your O negative. Clear? So you have to inform me the correct answer, and in the next series of blood, second lecture of blood, I will inform you the correct answer and the reason why or which type of blood group is known as universal donor. Clear? So I hope each and every one of you will comment me the correct answer. Next question. Which blood type is our rarest? Okay. So the rarest blood group is known as your AB negative. AB positive is common, but AB negative blood group is rarest of your all blood groups. Clear? I hope after seeing this lecture, many of your doubts or many of your concepts regarding your blood is clear. You are free to ask me any doubt in the comment section. I am eagerly waiting for your comments and I will reply surely. So thank you for watching this session, and yes, before leaving this session, I want to inform you that if you are preparing for any pharmacist examinations, then we have a free test series for all of you, and for that you need to install the GDC Classes app. After installing GDC Classes app, you need to go on the batches section and you have to click on the plus sign and you have to enter a batch code, that is pharmacy, all in small words, pharmacy. Within 24 hours your batch requests are accepted and you are eligible to attend free test every day sharp 10 AM. So yes, join the free batch and keep preparing for your examinations. Thank you everyone.